Good morning, everybody. This is Denise King Francisco, the president and founder of Gathering Thunder Foundation, and I'm here in my office, the home of Gathering Thunder Foundation in Michigan. And this morning I've been thinking about all of the blessings and the gratitude that I have for all of our donors and volunteers and supporters out there all around Grandmother Earth this morning. So I wanted to share an update with all of you about why my heart is feeling so full and so grateful this morning. It's been an astonishing year, 2021, at Gathering Thunder Foundation. And as you know, Gathering Thunder is a rare thing in and of itself because all of the members, the board of directors, and our advisory circle are all volunteers, which means that no one here at Gathering Thunder Foundation, the 501c3 nonprofit that it is, receives a paycheck, receives any money for any of the work that we do. It is all done from the heart to benefit Native American elders and youth all across Native North America. And this year, 2021, has been a banner year, and I just wanted to share some of the wonderful things that we've been able to do because of all of you that visit gatheringthunderfoundation.org or respond to the Facebook fundraisers or Instagram fundraisers or LinkedIn or Twitter, all of those places where we have a spot on social media. When we put out a request, you answer the call. And these are some of the calls that we answered this year. This year, Gathering Thunder Foundation was able to send the Pointe aux Chiens tribe in Louisiana a $1,000 donation to help them rebuild their homes after Hurricane Ida swept through. This particular tribe is not federally recognized as a tribe, and therefore they needed private donation and charitable donation help. Gathering Thunder Foundation stepped in to assist with that in October, and we are so honored to be able to do so. Of course, Gathering Thunder Foundation is a continual sponsor and supporter of the Wakanyea Gluitayan OTP, or Gather Our Children Home, in the Porcupine District of the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota. Each month, Gathering Thunder Foundation pays the electrical utility bill for Gather Our Children Home. And this year, we also have provided assistance for clothing, for food, to help pay wages, and other sorts of things such as baby bassinets and sheets and pillowcases and all of those things that are needed for running a home for youth that are in need, ages 0 to 12. You can learn more about Gather Our Children Home at gatherourchildrenhome.org. Gathering Thunder Foundation is so happy to be a sponsor of the Pawating Medegwin Kikajik Elder Program. And Rhonda, I apologize if I didn't pronounce that appropriately. I need to learn more about the Ojibwe language from you. The Elder Program that Rhonda and Susie helped to head up feeds Indigenous elders here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, twice a week. And this year, they asked Gathering Thunder to help sponsor brand new blankets, knitted hats, and mittens and slippers. And so on Indigenous Peoples Day, Gathering Thunder Foundation did just that with the help of our donors and our volunteers. We delivered to the Indigenous Peoples Day gathering in Grand Rapids well over 100 blankets and slippers and hats and mittens. And we also sponsored the meal tent at the Indigenous Peoples Day event. And we were delighted to be able to do so. Many of our elders are diabetic, and they are in need of having some good food, some healthy food available to them at the gatherings. And Gathering Thunder Foundation is honored to have been able to supply that for the gathering. Thank you, Rhonda and Susie and your entire team for all that you do. Gathering Thunder Foundation, of course, is an ongoing sponsor and supporter of missing and murdered Indigenous women, as well as missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit programs here in Michigan. Donating monies this year not only to sponsor billboards in high-profile trafficking areas, but to actually donate to a family whose daughter was murdered. And Gathering Thunder stepped forward to donate money for the vigils and the awareness programs that that family has started on their own because of their own horrendous tragedy. Gathering Thunder is dedicated to continuing that work in 2022. As always, Gathering Thunder Foundation is delighted and honored to sponsor the Native American Education Program Christmas or Holiday Gathering, Winter Gathering in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have been doing this for several years. It is a highlight for all of us to provide Christmas gifts, turkeys, other fixings for the meal, wild rice, stockings. This year, thank you to Nikki Jorgensen at the Heartful Art Studio in Big Rapids, Michigan, for creating individual and not only individual, but these ornaments, the Christmas ornaments that she's creating, will actually have each child's name on them. Check it out, Heartful Art Studio in Big Rapids, Michigan. Nikki is donating a personalized Christmas ornament that she is making herself to each child who will be part of the Native American Education Program festivities this year. So big shout out to her and to Loretta Castaneda and the team at the NAEP in Grand Rapids for doing all that you do each year on behalf of the youth and their families. Gathering Thunder is always delighted to participate in that. The Grand Valley American Indian Lodge powwow this summer was a huge hit, as it always is, and once again, thank you to Lori Schusta for reaching out to Gathering Thunder. We were once again a drum sponsor, an official drum sponsor for the powwow. We're delighted to do that and have been doing that work for many, many years. Thank you to quilter Brenda Bremer for not only creating beautiful handmade quilts for the youth at Gather Our Children Home. She's an astonishing quilter. We're so delighted to have association with her. Gathering Thunder Foundation was happy to mail those out to the children for her to pay for the mailing expenses, I should say. What else? Oh, Native News Online. Gathering Thunder Foundation was an official sponsor of the documentary Crisis in Indian Country, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. This took place on May 5th of this year. You can still check out the documentary. It was a fantastic documentary. And also look up Levi Rickert at nativenewsonline.net. Gathering Thunder Foundation is honored to be a sponsor of the Diné Elder blanket, hat, slipper, mitten collection for the Navajo Reservation out in New Mexico. Big thank you goes out to our Diné liaison there, Dawn Milapashne Teller. Dawn, thank you for being our collection point for the hundreds of blankets and slippers and hats and mittens and candies and nuts and good things that were delivered to your home and that you in return delivered to the Diné elders out there on the Navajo Reservation. And along with that, Gathering Thunder Foundation is honored to also play a part in assisting with the Angels of San Juan for the annual Christmas party that they throw for 150 families out there in New Mexico. All of that is going on right now. The NAEP Christmas party, the blanket distribution on the Navajo Reservation, The Angels of San Juan are gearing up for their festivities as well. Gathering Thunder was also honored to be a sponsor of Native Women Running. Indigenous Women Running. We were honored to be the top prize sponsor for that event earlier this year, and also for the Northern Cheyenne Youth, the Fort Robinson Run for Remembrance. It's a healing run. Gathering Thunder Foundation will once again be an official sponsor, a meal sponsor of that event. The Fort Robinson Run, it happens every January. It is a healing run of remembrance, and each year for many years now, Gathering Thunder Foundation has been an official meal sponsor for the youth and their sponsors as they make their way through Oglala on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation in South Dakota. We are so grateful to be able to be a part of that. And so many other things. If you go to Gathering Thunder Foundation's page or group on Facebook, or find us on Instagram, or if you just visit gatheringthunderfoundation.org, you can see all of the things that we have been involved in thus far in 2021, and the year is not over yet. So if you do go take a look at gatheringthunderfoundation.org, you will see that we are beginning to partner with the Pawating Megadwin Kikajik Elder Meals Program. And what that means is that we will be asking for donations to help sponsor meals for Native American elders here in West Michigan, specifically the Grand Rapids area. Rhonda Hooksama Loonsfoot and cook Susie Day feed 54 elders twice a week here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and are always in need of sponsorships to help feed our beautiful elders. If you would like to sponsor an elder for a day, a week, a month, 6 months, a year, you are now able to do so via our website, and we will let Rhonda and her team there know that your money has been donated, and all of it will go directly towards sponsoring meals throughout the year for our beautiful elders here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I am also delighted to announce that in 2022, we will be launching the Gwen Phelps England Scholarship Fund. All of that is in the works right now, but it will be a scholarship fund dedicated to assisting Native American men and women, particularly parents who are looking to finalize their degree or are working on their degree at a trade school, a technical school, community college, or university. And so we are just in the birthing stages of the Gwen Phelps England Scholarship Fund. More information, of course, will be made available. But thank you. That's the most important message for today. Thank you to all of our sponsors, all of our generous donors, our tireless volunteers. Without all of you, none of what we have been doing since 2009 could happen. The thousands of Native American youth and elders and programs, language programs, book programs, elder programs, you name it. The work that we have done is astonishing, and none of it would happen without each and every one of you. And I thank you. Here's to helping others. Here's to understanding we are all related. Mitakuye Oyasin.